Hello everybody, this is Tim with TD Sports Cards. Today I'll be doing a video on just my recent pickups, stuff that I picked up because I haven't done one of these. So probably the last month, maybe a month and a half. This stuff that I see good at prices on, so I'll pick them up, and you try to forecast the future market. Then some of these are obviously long-term investments. Some small, some bigger. So, but you just try to do what you can and pick up what you can pick up, what you can afford, and it takes money for the hobby, obviously. So it's one of those things where you get what you can get in general. But I'm going to show you some of the cards I have. Like I said, I haven't done one of these before, and some of the good stuff that I've picked up over the last couple months. And then we'll go from there. Alright, so let's show off this. Go from here. This is a Mike Trout. It's a short print number. That's the stats. I picked up a lot with this and a bunch of regulars, and already kind of pre-graded some of these. There's an Alonso short print. Hitting his homer and showing off, more or less. Like I said, I picked up a batch of these and a lot, so I wanted to get different variations of one. There's a gold one. There's limited, gold and platinum, a few of those. There's a regular Donruss. Those of you that don't know, I do a lot of grading, so I'll be showing you some of those videos here coming up. Then try to do it on a regular basis. But there's a short print of Trout. I picked up several of these ones. I just haven't been able to go through them yet. I like these little top nows. It's a different variation. There's one of the die cuts. Picked up a bunch of Coles. That one I graded. That one I think could get a 10 on it. You'll see as I go on, I'll have a 9 and a 10. I mean, it could get a 9, but I circle in what I think it could be. But at least when I do the 9/10, it shows me the idea that it's in that ballpark to be graded. There's a Moncada, and that one too is stats. There's a gold Nico Horner rookie. Picked up a few of those. But they got a little bit of dings. Try to see where. It's one of the corners. Yeah, I'd have to really look at them again. But these are the grades I expect on them, the 9s, and that's fine. There's a regular base for 10. There's a Bo Bichette gold. That one I paid a few dollars for. These go for about $70 right now. I think that can get a 10 on that one. Some Luxes that are already pre-graded for 10s. Here's a Pete Alonso cup. Foil. Here's a Pete Alonso League Leaders. It's got one little white speck up there, so I think it's only going to get a 9. There's a Acuna short print. Had to get one of those. Gold Castanera. This one I sent, I bought, and when I looked at it, it's like when you pull these out, if you got long fingernails, you can indent it, and that's what happened. So I contacted the seller, got this on eBay, contacted the seller, and we were talking about it. I sent him pics and everything, and he just refunded me and said, go ahead and keep the card then. So, you know, I don't know what I'm going to do with this card yet, because it's not worthy being graded, not with the indent. Nonetheless, he becomes a major superstar, and I can be happy with a 6 or something, a 6 or a 7 on this card, where it's worth getting it graded. So this will eventually just be into my whatever pile at that point. There's a Rendon short print. It's got the Expos uniforms. Roger Maris short print. These are all ones that I had to pick up because I haven't pulled them. So, but I got them. I got some of these in a lot. So, it's Anthony Rizzo. Chiro short print. There's a gold foil, Ronald Acuna. Looks pretty good. Like that one. And I got a regular foil of May. Rainbow foil, Yamamoto. So I had one of those. Another, this one is a foil. Another foil of Acuna. There's a Will Smith. This one I think might only get a 9 because up in the top left there's some white. So there's an issue there. I think at best it'll be a 9, but I wanted to get a gold one of his, get it graded and stash it. I think he could be good. Some of his base rookies. Like I said, I got some of those in a lot. 2 more. But I enjoy picking up some of these. You know, you can get some deals in a lot, but sometimes the lots are all junk. They're already damaged and or so on. So it just depends. Sometimes you can get lucky, sometimes you don't. This one here, he didn't even say it was in there, so he didn't even know it was a short print. I got that lot, so that was kind of okay. Thank you. I think if I remember right, I was looking, PSA 10s go for like $40. So this one here, actually, this one I got in. This one I pulled. This is a McLaurin to 49 on a playoff. So I wanted to get one of them because I think he's really good for the rookie one. But I got this in a lot. Or no, this one I ended up getting it at auction. It was numbered to 10. This, which is pretty sweet, I got into one of my buddy's breaks, and just by chance I was talking about, yeah, I haven't got a Haskins auto yet. So, and by chance I ended up getting the Redskins in the break. So I ended up getting a book. So I got a, what was it, $2.99 book of Haskins from playoff. So I was happy with that because I haven't got anything from any autographs from haven't pulled anything from him yet. So I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, see it, 99. But yeah, in that same break, the very first card was the 49, and the very last was the book. So that was pretty cool. Like I said, then I had to buy the one for 10. Got a little white up here though, so this one might only come back as a 9. Left to right centered pretty good though. So eventually, like I said, I'll wait till fall and see what happens for this next year. All right, let's go on to this row. This one here is Vlad no number. Wanted to get a few of those. Try to get them graded. They're going for like 190 bucks. So, yeah. Here's a Soto gold foil. Wanted to get some gold stuff of Soto's. Here's a regular foil. Here's a rookie card. It's a gold Oscar Mercado. Still up in the air on what he's going to do, but for the price, I figured I'll take a chance, pick a couple of them up eventually, and maybe send the best one to get graded. Here's a Tom Brady rookie with Carmazzi, who was a high pick, but he just didn't do anything. He just couldn't handle that in the NFL. And then you got Brady, who, you know, is Brady. What can you say? There's a Trout foil. And then I got, picked up some of these. Some more short prints. There's a Vlad short print. Pretty cool. Here's a Mariano Rivera. Had to get one of these. There's an Eloy. That one was pretty cool. There's a Judge foil, just because it's Judge. This is one that I pulled myself in retail pack. It's a Gleyber Torres Blue Father's Day. Numbered 250. So I'm going to send that in and get graded. I think they raw are about 25-30 bucks. So see what happens with it. It's a low number. It's not his rookie, but it's his second year. So and then this one was a nice one. Pulled this in a hanger box. This is a Vladimir Guerrero short print, or super short print, if I remember right. Yeah, these go for like 80 bucks or so right now. So that was a nice hit. I think I bought three hangers and then pulled this out of one of them. So that was nice. I was happy. That made up for a couple of the other bummer boxes you get here and there. Here's another Alonso short print. Here's an Alonso foil for league leaders. And then these are I already went through these somewhat. These are all 10s of the Gold Cup. People underestimate the value of the Gold Cups. They're going after the rookies. Long range wise, the Gold Cups actually are good value. Especially if they become a star, everybody goes for their second year. I mean, you can go back and look at, I mean, we don't know what's going to happen with him, but it's, you look at all the major players, and even Trout, his Gold Cup stuff is up more than any of the regular stuff. So I always pick up Gold Cups of the main guys. See which ones make it eventually, as far as long-term wise, and become a stud. You know, some guys start off hot and go down, and then some guys start off slow, go up, and then down, and then some guys, I mean, you know, in a short amount of time, and then because they'll have like 1 or 2 good years, and then drop back down. And then you have other guys that are pretty consistent for like the first 10 years of their career. So, but here's some more of those. The Gold Cups. Let's get them in lots. That's not even all of them. That's not even close to all of them. Just got these in the other day. Garrett Cole, gold. League leaders. I wanted some gold stuff of his. There's a Vlad Gold Cup. There's another short print from this year. There's a $2.99 black border of Vlad. And these ones here are all Vlad cups. I think these are all Vlad cups. But I think he's going to have a good year this year. So he's going to have a lot better than last year. And this is just the beginning of his career. I think he's going to have a high point and have a shot at MVP. But we'll see. I want to see one thing out of him. I want to see him keep his on base up and bat 300. And then obviously home runs will come. That usually happens with age in baseball. You don't see that many guys hit a home run and not be able to have a great year of home runs. You know, McGwire, Judge, so not be able to hit home runs later. It all comes down to staying on the field. But here's some more. This is the Turkey Reds. There's a Lux. There's a foil of Lux. And that one, yeah, that one wasn't cheap for the regular foil. Some more rookies. There's a gold Vladdy. Like I said, I bought a lot of Vladdy. I think he's undervalued in the market. So I'm gonna. That's why I've been buying him a stash. Here's a gold Vladdy, his debut, the gold. Like I said, it was a good price. And then these ones aren't numbered, but they are only to 150. So these ones actually are, even though these were rare, these are actually rare because they're only to 150. These are just numbered. These aren't numbered. I'll show you something here when I get to another stack of something that's like that. These ones are only to 150 with the gold stamps. I mean, you'll see his regular one, yeah, is in the hundreds for sure. So it's pretty unique. I do like those stamps for this year though. I had to pick this up. JV's one of my guys, so I got the vintage stock of JV. That one I think should grade out of 10. It's pretty clean. There's a vintage stock of Cole All-Star Game. There's a vintage stock All-Star Game. Like I said, I just wanted to pick some stuff up. I wouldn't get them slabbed. Alright, here's some vintage I picked up. Oh, this is probably about a month and a half ago. Picked up a batch of them from another YouTuber. But, yeah. There's a Hank Aaron. I'm trying to remember what years. Yeah, 73s. So 73 Hank. There's another 73 Hank. This one is a that one's a 73. Yeah, it's the same design. There's another one. This one's got Norm Cash, Reggie Jackson. There's a Frank. Like I said, there's some nice vintage. Munson. Picked up Eddie Murray Rook. William Covey. That one I'll get graded. That one was probably a 5. Can't remember if that one. I figured that'd be a 4 or 5. Like I said, I haven't went through and done my official grade on them yet. Ernie Banks. That's a clean one. It's got a little crease though. Pretty clean card. Here's one of Mays. I think, yeah, 4s and 5s. That's what I'm thinking. These few of these are 3s. Yeah, there's Frank Robinson. Yeah, Gleyber Torres, Topps Chrome Cup. Here's some slabs. Got a Tatis from Topps and a 9. When you look at this, you can see it. How you grade this is you look down here. You need 3.5. So that's fine. That's too big in order to get your 10 overshot of 10. These are recent pickups. Missing card number and an 8. I think that card's going to be the next Acuna out of that set, especially if he hits this year. Picked up Griffey and an 8. Picked up Miggy, 2000 Topps Traded. This is rookie. Oh, that's not on the card. and a 9. Picked up Vladdy Rook and a 9, Topps Chrome. This one I like. Topps Update, batting, Walmart Blue, and a 9. I like that card. I got a stash of his stuff. One of these days I might show what I have. I don't have the big cards. I don't have the big card yet. Now you gotta pay, was what, 1,100, now it's like 1,700. So it moved up since January. This one here is undervalued. It's Topps Chrome and a 9. The 10s are what, 110 or something like that. And these haven't moved up in price yet. So it would be I thought it was a great deal, so I had to pick it up. All right, these are some more of the lots. There's a Vladdy Cup. I don't know, 20 or so of them in there. There's a Garrett Cole. This is the short print. Because I haven't processed these yet. It's but it's short print. Him first time in a Yankees uniform, so that's going to be a kind of a iconic card if he does what he can do with Astros, with the Yankees, and with more of a storied franchise. Here's some more Trouts from this year, and here's another batch of Alonso Gold Cups. But like I said, all this is probably last month and a half, maybe. Vintage here might have went back about 2 months. And this isn't even all of it that I picked up. That's the crazy thing. Been going ham on some stuff. All right, now I got some cards here that are some of the nice ones. Here is Alonso to 299. That's the Sparkle. This is out of the Prospect, or out of Bowman. What was it? Yeah, this is out of Bowman Chrome. Then there's Atomic. This is one of the ones that I was gonna show you. This is Topps Now. Okay, from last year. Got Jordan and Alonso, NL Rookies of the Month. This one, Jordan first came up, and then he was killing it, as you see back in July. When they do these Topps Now, it's limited production numbers according to what they sell. And yeah, ironically, they only sold 476 of these, if I remember right. So there's only 476 that has Alonso and Jordan on the same card before they were rookies. Rookie of the years. Yeah, it's awesome. And I got 6 of them. There's another one, but I do got 6 of them. Some of them already picked out to be graded because they look primo. Here's another Alonso Atomic. This one's to 150 for the show. That's pretty cool. I like these inserts. That type of insert. Let's see. This is one I got on eBay right now. Gene Segura, slightly off-centered. But this is a Superfractor, 101. And I got the Santander rated rookie from Optic. This one here, I just gotta get it graded. I think he's gonna do good this year. They got him set up in the behind Mancini, so batting third in the lineup. I think he's gonna have a good year. He's got power. He swings a lot, so I can see him doing 40 home runs, maybe 330, 340 on base, batting 280, 290. So we'll see what happens there. This one is just a regular base Mike Trout. And here's from Heritage. This one's off center, left to right. Top to bottom looks fine, but off center, left to right. And this is a purple chrome. So I like that one. Like that one a lot. All right. And here's some of the other good stuff. I'll just start from the front. All right. So I told everybody I've been picking up LeBrons. I picked the wrong product though. Because when I was starting to buy these, this is the Bowman. The tops versions were going for about 110 to 130. Now they're up over 200. Now they're not coming down. Picked the wrong product, but I bought some nice ones. So then I went through and like I said, I pre-graded these, figuring that one come back a 9. This is the Bowman Rookies and Stars. That one has a shot at a 9. The centering's pretty good on it. So in one little white corner. Here's some Brady's. This one's same thing, one little white corner. So I figure this one might good chance to become a 9. It's 8-9, but I figure it when I looked at a bunch of other PSA ones, it could be easily 9. There's another one that I picked up that was easily a 9. Or a good chance for a 9 because it's got one little white corner. Trying to think of where it was at. I guess just a little bit there on top. Like I said, it's so hard, but I don't think they'll give me a 10 on it. It's like my figure 8-9 for how harsh they are. And then you look at the centering of it. Down here, so that one there is a little bit off. This one's pretty close. So, but this one I think's the spec isn't as bad. This one the spec's bad, or not, or it's a little bit more, not much, but it's but the centering would pass for a 9. Here's a nice one I like. This is a LeBron James Gold. Now it's off center, left to right. Top to bottom is it's off a little bit. I think I took a point off of each, but it's pretty darn good card. Got the plastic. But yeah, it's pretty smooth looking card. And then with the chipping on it, you can see there's chipping on it, but this card would have gotten an 8 if the centering wasn't as bad. Because that chipping is so common. I mean, I've seen them. If you look in the PSA slabs where it's like white chipped all the way and so on, and those are 6s. I think this could have been an 8, but there's with not as much chipping, that would go up. But with the centering, even though the front looks clean as heck, and you can just look at that, the center in it, or the card itself is clean as can be. But with the centering, like I said, I think it'd be 8, so it'd be a 7. I think that might come back a 7. If it comes back a 6, it wouldn't surprise me if they knocked that more, or if they did this as an OC. But I think it's a great looking card. It's one of those in those boxes. What's funny is his chromes are up there in price, like 1,000 plus, and you get 2 chromes a box when you buy a box, but you only get 1 gold card. There's less gold cards than chromes, but the chromes are up there in price. So that's one of my long-term investments once I get it graded. Here's another one I already looked at. This one I had to pay some money for. This was it's a gold Bichette rookie, but it's the gold. Now, if you look at who was it? His name is Striker. It's on YouTube. He does the odds of the boxes, and figures out the short prints and figures out what is your best option between boxes, blasters, between hobby, or jumbo hobby, or blasters, hangers, and fat packs. And he did the numbers on them, and these are only available in hobby. There's roughly only 800 of these, of the golds, for each one of the players. So these are actually the rare. Foils they made more of this year. But there's the gold foils, there's not that many of, believe it or not. So actually, if you get 9s on these, that's actually good. But the 10s are the ones that are going to be, that'll be banging for the bucks. This might end up being his biggest card, especially for out of a flagship. So I got that, and I picked up a Lux. That one's a beaut. So I got one of each one of those twos players. The Jordan ones are up there, but Jordan won't have a season like last year. I can't see it. Not having like 1100 OPS. I can't see him doing it again. They'll figure it out. He's got a good bat, but he's got a hole in it. That's my only opinion. So I'm not really big on Jordan right now. So those, like I said, these are all cards I'm sending it graded. Probably the next one I'll do another video on which ones I decided to send in for regular service order. There's Lux, and this one here I pulled, and what was it? Yeah, 2 years ago. It's an 18, if I remember right. It's a Mackenzie Gore with the inscription insert numbered. It's orange 25. So these go for, like I said, I get it in a 10 before he comes up. If I want to turn it over, about 150 or so. If he comes up and starts banging the way they're expecting it, it's the number 3 or 4 prospect, I think it is, for this year. If he comes up banging right from the get-go, yeah, this is probably a $400 or $500 card for his inscription. Prime Chrome Futures. Pretty awesome card. When I pulled that, I was shocked. Here's another Bichette gold foil. This one I think is only going to be a 9. Has a shot at a 10. Depends on how tight they grade it, but that one's another 9. Like I said, so these cost me a few bucks just to get those.